Alright guys, what's going on? It's Meta and today we're playing my favorite game ever, Oxygen Not Included. And the reason it's my favorite game is because every colony I start dies within hours. So, give it another go. And this video is obviously going to be unedited because I can't do anything about that, okay? That's just what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, can't do anything about it until I get some money to buy software for it. So, I'm just going to have to deal with my crappy videos. So yeah, the last one I made was day 28 cycle. I was doing pretty good in that, but, you know, with the new germ outbreak thing, it gets a little crazy. So, let's get into this video, guys. I couldn't even read what that said. Superheating gases now. Why do you want to superheat your gases? And how can you vacuum out a vacuum? I don't quite understand. So I've actually had this game since it came out. I haven't posted many videos on it because I really suck at it. And 90% of the time in the videos I did do this, I wasn't talking. So I'm trying to change that and talk more. Gastrophobia, I'm okay with that. I don't like binge eating though. I'll take ugly crier, but I really don't like binge eating. Or destructive. What's this guy good at? He's a physician? Okay, I can live with that. Why is this... They're both biohazardous and this guy's gastrophobic. What the heck, guys? Alright, spacefaring timeline. Name the colony. Let's see. Lunar cesspool. Layman table colony. Inspiring abyss. We're going with the inspiring abyss because it's totally... An abyss is totally inspiring, you know? Alright, so let's... Okay, well, obviously they can't reach that far. What the heck? Dig. Okay, we'll leave it at the regular. There we go. So, we need, obviously, stuff. Carbon dioxide, I think that is. Yes, it is. So, obviously, there's a lot of water, actually. So, what we're actually going to do is we're going to cut this into getting into there. Why is there a thing there? Okay, so anyway, let's go. When you think about it, this is directly above that, so I can't. It's going to be a hard process. My cup's in the way. Man, I gotta clean my desk when I do this stuff like this. So we're going to go down a little. And go over a little. And go... Actually, I don't want to cancel this one here. And go down some more. And just dig all of this out. And speed up the process here. I'm also going to have to make some toilets at some point. Outhouses. Let me just remind everyone, those, in my opinion, are dangerous because of the germs. Oh, attack. You can actually press attack now. That's new. That wasn't there earlier. I just played this the other day. It wasn't there, I swear. Okay, so this is where our bathroom area is going to be because it's so close to the water source, and we need it to be close to the water source to be able to get fresh water. Right now, obviously, they can't breathe right here. I always gotta prioritize rooms, and normally I don't do that, or I don't do it well enough, and then everything ends up being a mess. And that's when the germs really start to spread, is when I have literally everything everywhere. So hopefully getting all this done early will make it a little easier. Like this is obviously our bathroom, okay? So this is our bathroom. You know, honestly, I should probably have them build a wash basin right here, or a new one of those. And next thing they do is dig all that out. And the direction that we want this to go is left. Because that so far is the only place we have that placed. Now obviously we need water, which is going to be a whole another problem. So if you think about it, if I go this way, I go that way. Real quick, we need an outhouse, obviously, before everybody dies of not being able to go to the bathroom. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go here, Do that. Dig some more. And go to plumbing. Liquid bottler. There we go. Oh, and everybody already went to sleep. Let's check our germ overlay so far. Nothing so far. It's how I want it to stay, but I know it's not going to stay like that. I can just tell you that right now. Things get real crazy when it comes to germs. Bathrooms will probably be here. I don't know if we'll be able to fit showers in the same place. I'm just being entirely honest. Really not sure. I keep these at a high priority so that way they always fill them up, and when people use the bathroom, they obviously will do it. I also make sure that they have more than one wash basin because that's the reason why. Every time somebody walks from that direction, they aren't using it because there's more guys than there is wash basins, which turns to be an issue later on. Okay, so this way we're going to work on getting our... We're going to work on getting our power area put this way. That's where I think is a good spot for it to go. Alright, so we want this to go left. I want this to be our power output area for now. I've learned just because you get coal generators, that means you probably shouldn't honestly use them. For some reason, I never get enough power, even though I make about 4 to 5 coal generators, and I literally have enough power to power everything. It just doesn't work. Haven't figured out why yet, but pretty sure that it's just because some reason it's just not going through the stuff right. I also don't recommend using coal power until you have a very large viable amount of coal. Like, it takes a lot of coal. Especially when you're running about 6 of them. So I recommend staying on the manual generators as long as possible. Just get a lot of batteries. I also recommend, I mean, the gas one isn't bad for, like, starting to switch over to cleaner ways of doing fuel. If you want to do clean fuel, do gas. But it is still very hard to keep up with the gas it needs. Like, I have no problem. I'll use the hydrogen one, and then I'll have a equalizer thing that I think it either cleans water or it produces gas just for no reason. Like, it produces oxygen and hydrogen. And then what that one does is it produces, obviously, the oxygen and the hydrogen. And then once it's been produced, I'd use the thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's the generator that does things. It does things. Okay, I can't remember the name of stuff, guys. I apologize. Alright, so we need about 2 of these. We're gonna need as many of these as we can get. We're also gonna need more copper, so we're gonna start digging this way. Not that far is good enough. We're also going to be collecting as much algae as possible, so I like to keep an eye on how much algae I have, as well as food. It's very important to me that I keep those numbers high. I also need to dig this out whenever I get a chance, because that stuff's in the way of development. There's a lot of copper and coal down here. Might go down there eventually somehow and find a way. There's a lot of algae right there. We need lots of algae. That is how we will keep oxygen. Alright, that thing always eats food. We don't want it to eat our stuff, so let's get rid of it. They always eat your supplies. They're annoying and they eat your supplies. Alright, so as they use the bathroom, as you see, as long as they do it 2 at a time instead of 3 at a time, which they're going to be forced to do it 2 at a time. For every bathroom, you should have 1 wash basin. Let's just put it that way. It just keeps things clean that way. Alright, so right now we're getting all the copper ore we should need, honestly. Now we're also going to have problems with the sand here, but that's alright. Sand's easy to get rid of. And now we're gonna go, now that we need this power. The power is very important. I want to point that out. Power is needed for pretty much everything. Even though you may not like it, you're always gonna need it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go over, dig some of this out. Have them dig some of that out. And what we're going to do is, this is where we're going to put our research stuff, because this is where we need to we obviously we have to research. Raw iron. I've actually never seen raw iron before. Ooh, hydrogen. Going to be able to use that to make a hydrogen generator. It's not the cleanest of fuels, but it'll keep us going. Chlorine. I don't know how dangerous that stuff is. I'm just going to never touch it. That's how I look at it. Stations. Right now, we're only going to need the research table, so we're going to make about 2 of these. And what we're also going to do is, we're going to do this, do that, then do that. Then have the power wire all the way up. There we go. Dig that out as well. We're gonna also start on rooms in a minute or two. I don't honestly know what, like, when they have skills, I'm not sure what they're best at. Like a technician, what is he good at? Additional food quality, terrible. Well, let's take a miner. I actually really need a miner. We don't actually have a miner, so I'll take a miner. Oh, water. I didn't even realize that there was water up there. So, that's hopefully going to drain down there, yeah. Most likely will. What we actually are going to need to start doing is we're going to need to start digging all this out. And I don't like that idea of having to clear this stuff out, but to be honest, without clearing it out, we're not going to be able to hold all that water. But for now, that's good. They'll be good there. So what we need is, okay, so obviously they can't research something that high. Gosh, what was it trying to do? We're going to get basic liquid pumping first. Is how I see we should go. Because I'm definitely going to need that. Gotta pump liquids. And then we're going to work on oxygen generation, because obviously we need oxygen. After that will be our agriculture, so we can start growing some meal ice. Stuff like that. Oh, was everybody sleeping in the same spot? I'll see what this will do. This will help with all the issues. We need a diver. That's what we need. Somebody who's good at diving should be able to hold their breath longer. These guys give up so easily. Is he already gone up for air or what? Oh no, he's hungry. Okay, different story. Yeah, no, the wash basins are flooded. I am completely aware of this. Now, there's obviously going to be a lot of water offered now with this. Okay, now that one's not completely flooded anymore. Good news. The water's starting to finally come down. It's cold down here, huh? That's interesting. Is it really? That guy was cold. I mean, it's probably from being in the water. I had to be honest. Probably from being in the water. Oh boy. Yeah, somebody needs to dig these, because if they don't dig these, then, wow, we're gonna have some issues. The water is still going. Whatever, you know, we're just gonna let it keep going. Somebody else will build while that happens. We need a builder. Now, you always need to build something to generate oxygen everywhere, no matter where you are. So, with that being said, with every area we have, we need oxygen generators. So let's work on hooking these up. That's obviously going to cost us a lot there, but you know what? That's fine. That's okay. So I keep these at a high priority as well, so that way there will be plenty of stuff available when it's needed. Now see, this is obviously going to create a problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have them go all the way down here. I just got to cancel that. And have them dig all this out. That should be enough space for water. If it's honestly not enough space for the water, then I don't know what else to do at that point. Algae deoxidizer. 7. So right now this means they're out of obviously materials. So we need more copper. Actually get by going this way. Just dig all this out. There we go. So we obviously have a lot of water, which is nice. Water is always good to have a large supply of. Plenty of clean liquid water, which is good. Chlorine, lots and lots of chlorine, dude. To be honest, I would even take polluted water, because then I could at least send that to be pumped into clean water later on, but I don't see any polluted water around. Hydrogen everywhere, though. We are surrounded by hydrogen and chlorine. Even if we go down, we're still stuck with hydrogen and chlorine. There's some oxygen down here, though. Just gonna let them keep going that way. Get rid of these 2 sand blocks would be helpful. As you can see, these many batteries is fine for the amount of oxygen or algae deoxidizers that we have. Perfectly fine number. And now they're going to work on building the rest of those wires. They should have hopefully enough raw metal. Okay, now I'm running out of metal. Again, ran out of metal. Yep, ran out of metal. There they go. If they would all just sit here and mine this stuff, it'd go a lot quicker, so that way we could just get it all. Alright. I'll finish off this first, that way the water levels will stay down, hopefully. Yeah, the water looks like it's actually about to break through here, so. Well, there's not like solid walls and stuff, the water eventually breaks through stuff. Which is okay, it's just gonna, might present to be an issue, might not, never know. 7. I don't even think that one is level yet, does it? Yeah, okay. This one doesn't. 7. This one, level 7 already. I think you can pretty much sleep anywhere without having to worry too much. It's already a lot of carbon dioxide around, unfortunately. So actually, what would be a good idea is to put one in here too. And then power it. The amount of raw metal we have may not be enough, but hopefully it is. Obviously, we need to mop all this up. Mop all that up. I don't know why they're complaining when it's actually just clean water. Like you're mopping up clean water. What are you complaining about? Now, right now, if we look at the germ overlay, some people are already germ hosts, which is a problem. They did not wash their hands. Did you guys just see that? That person did not wash their hands at all, which is very disgusting. So everyone eventually turns to a germ host, unfortunately, I guess. Just gonna have to live with that, to be honest. Alright, so we need to research next. We want power regulation because we want bigger batteries. My bad. Here we go. Power regulation. I need big batteries. After that, we're going for the next thing in plumbing, which will be the better bathrooms and stuff like that. The showers, the bathrooms, we need all these things. So I can't build the liquid pump because I don't have. Okay, that's nice. Hey, okay, there we go. Because I can't. Words. There are words I'm looking for. I honestly forgot. Oh well. I'll never know now, but it's okay. So we're gonna cancel this and prioritize it to level 9. Dig. 9 priority. Bam, I want it going. Holy crap, stress levels are high. What the heck? What is going on? Why are you so stressed? Man. No clue what's going on there, but man, it's not going well for them. Nobody's coming down here to build this, which is what I'm waiting on. Somehow this is more important, even though that's at level 9, but it's okay. You know, I never even read if anybody was destructive or a vomiter or anything earlier when I did the other one, so might mess everything up, honestly, because the whole point is we don't want destructive, because when they're destructive, it's a problem. Somebody needs to build this thing, dude. I mean, like, what the heck's going on? I mean, yes, this is very important, but somebody needs to do all this, too. Is everybody else dimensionally inept or something? I mean, man, I don't know. They just don't want to build into this for some reason. And it beats me. Alright, so we're close to finishing that research, which is good. That's what we want. We want to be close to finishing research. There's still any carbon dioxide down here? Yeah, it's going more this way now. I think push down to the water. Alright, so now that's done as well. There we go. Liquid pump. I really need a liquid pump. Not gonna like the whole fact that I have to wire this, which can cost a lot. Alright, so here's where we're going to. I'm gonna go to power. I only need wires. That's all I need. Somehow we gotta get all that, because that is something we needed. We need a lot of that. A lot of copper is always needed. A lot of metals. Might have to keep going up. Here's some polluted water. Wow. I've actually never been surrounded by chlorine and hydrogen before. I've always normally had it just to be on one side, but that stuff's on both sides. And even below us. Going up seems to be a decent idea. Somehow I gotta get that stuff, though. That we just keep going this way. We're actually gonna have to work on getting a lot more algae. We also need to work on food. So with that being said, we're gonna make this over here our kitchen. We're just gonna do that because sometimes it accidentally messes up when I try to place the ladder. And there we go. go up about that high. And what we're going to do here is go with food. We can't. We need raw metal. And we're always seeming to be out of raw metal. Wow. Always in need of something we don't have, aren't we? These batteries are doing quite well. So we're just going to mop all this up. Okay, so he's not mopping that up, but it doesn't really matter either way. So we need that. Give us all that. We need lots of that. So keep going. Keep digging. Alright. And now we should hopefully be able to make the microbe musher. Go to power, wire, bam. Look. Stuff. I'm building stuff. I can't say I built stuff. I am building the stuff. So now, like I said, we want to get... Eventually we're going to need gas piping, but really we don't need it right now. Wait, do I have to wait till I get... Okay, so yeah, actually, to get the next thing for the bathroom, I have to do that. So I'm just going to get the farming now. I don't know who's calling. Somebody's calling on my house phone. I don't really have too much time to check right now, though, so... In the middle of recording, don't want to just get up and just go. So with this, we want to actually dig about right here, because we're going to dig all this out. We need literally all of this algae. We will dig it all out. Alright, so right now the amount of raw metal we have is pretty low still, only in the thousands. Never enough, if you think about it. I also need to work out some storage areas, so probably gonna have a storage room maybe about right here. You know. I'm actually gonna have to cancel that far. We don't want it to be that much because we don't want the carbon dioxide to leak. I really like how they really never really work on this stuff. In case this will be a 7 as well, because food is always important. Let's see if they... There we go. And we want continuous mush bars being made because we're going to run out soon of food. We're going to work on also getting the new batteries done. Which I think will be very helpful to us. But without metal to be able to get them to work, probably not too helpful. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go that way. I'm going to get some of it. Plenty of raw minerals, like that's never an issue. Like they need to put more metals in the game if you ask me, but just dig all that out there. So now we got to go to the stations. Can't afford to build any, need some raw metal. Boy oh boy. Stuff just gets more and more expensive when you think about it. I'll probably work on this first, then go get some raw metal. So we're doing good. We got a decent amount of mush bars so far. So, I think we're doing pretty good. Maybe this will be a good spot to end the video right now, guys. So, you know, this is a good start, I would say. I don't know how this is gonna work well. I don't know. Not sure if it's gonna work well. We can only hope that it will. And we'll see you guys in the next video.